Okay, I'm going to show you real quick what I did to put a tow hitch on this car, Toyota Sienna 2007. Pop the wheels first, jack up the car on both sides. You're going to put the jack right this spot right here. Jack it up. What I did was I just used this here to jack up one side, got the screws in. You don't have to take that muffler off if you just push it to the side a little bit while you're putting it in its place and putting the screws in. And then this side you just put it by hand while that side still has the screws in it, of course. Put it up, you just hand tighten it, and then you come back with the adjustable torque wrench and you torque it to the specs, and that's about it. I didn't have that shield on the bottom, so I didn't have to worry about messing with that. So you might have to cut that shield to make this fit, you know, if you have that shield on there. Alright. Oh, and this also, to clean out the threads, I just use this battery cleaner thing here. Just take this off. Stick this in the threads to clean out the threads if you need to. I didn't really need to do that, but I did it just in case. Alright, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, a couple of things I wanted to add. I would highly suggest that you jack up the car. You don't need to. I tried it before without the jacks. It's possible, but the space you're working with is so tight that it's you're in a cramped space, and it's even more difficult without it jacked up, and your shoulders and arms will get really sore from being in a cramped position. Okay, I recommend you put the side that has the muffler on it up first. That is the most difficult side. You would use the floor jack on that first, on the front of the hitch. On the back of a hitch, I use this piece of wood to help me hold up the weight while I put the screws in hand tight. And then you can go to the other side. You don't need the jack or the wood on the other side. You can just lift it up at that point, and then easily put in the screws by hand, and then tighten everything snug down. And then you're going to come back with the torque wrench and torque everything down. This one is a Reese tow hitch. The specs are a 75 pound-foot torque on each bolt, so you go ahead and do that. It takes a 3/4 socket, and you're going to need about a 10-inch extension socket, for the socket to reach up into that area, past the muffler and everything. The first hitch I received was bent. I didn't realize that when I first got it. I tried to put it on and it was not working. It seemed like it was way too tight and too small. Then I looked online and it said it's common for these to come bent because they are flexible. They're made to be flexible. It says, you can bend it back. I tried. It was way too difficult for me. So I just sent it back and they gave me a new one. So before you go through the trouble of trying to install it, I would definitely take a square out and see if it's bent at all, or you can just eyeball it and see if it's bent. If it's just slightly bent, you can work with that, but if it's severely bent, I would just send it back.